Well, hello there, Capricorn. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to do your March 2025 tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. So let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing and otter spirit. You are never alone. I love both of these energies because I feel like it is a little bit of you opening your heart. Okay, you see how the otter is in the shape of a heart. Understanding there's something that is changing within your energy where you're recognizing you may have put a lot of time and energy into your career, into providing yourself with stability, whether, that's financial stability or just trying to get your life kind of like back under control. You could have felt like for some time, especially with Pluto in your first house since 2008 until about November of 2024, you could have felt like things were out of control, right? Like you were almost putting out fires. And now there's this energy where you understand, okay, things are starting to flow in a wonderful direction for you. It's kind of like understanding that you have allowed yourself to get back into more of a stabilized energy, even if there's still progress that you want to make, but kind of feeling like, okay, things are totally out of control. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel at least, right? And you're now recognizing that you don't want to be in this lifetime by yourself. So you could have, especially the last 15 years, while Pluto was in your first house, you could have been in that energy of really just trying to put out fires or hold on to what you had, or just an energy of feeling like survival mode. Okay, this is the energy of opening your heart to understanding you have what you need. The universe will provide for you, right? Even if you don't have it all quite yet. It's kind of like trusting in the universe, trusting in your angels that you will be provided with what it is that you need. And now you can allow yourself to have more enjoyment in life. This is the energy of I want to have deeper connections. I want to open my heart to pursuing passions that I have, perhaps hobbies that you've had to put on the back burner for a while or haven't been able to put as much time and energy into. This is finding new friends, right? Perhaps a romantic connection if you're not in one, or allowing yourself to deepen a connection that you have. Yes, miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. I feel like that's how you feel. Like you understand that you've done some deep work here, right? Allowing yourself, especially with that Pluto in your first house, right? Allowing yourself to see what in your life really wasn't in alignment with who you truly are. And you have allowed yourself to kind of like, I love this energy, allow yourself to eliminate or disconnect from people or situations that are not in alignment with what you really and truly want for yourself or why you are here. Isn't that interesting? It's kind of like, I'm going to take that because the cards really have a lot of energy, and it's kind of like, here, your first card out, energy, right? It's understanding that you may at some point right now or in the month ahead really kind of have times where you have so much energy, you feel like it's hard to focus. Like maybe after a long time of just being able to focus on trying to put out fires, right? Or putting one foot in front of the other to help get yourself out of kind of an unstable type of energy. All of a sudden you understand, okay, I can trust in the universe again. I have what I need. I am more stable at this time. And yet at the same time, you have all of this energy coming in. Wow. This is you actually having a Phoenix rising. This is you stepping into the energy of accepting everything that has occurred in the past. It's a sense of being on the other side of it and understanding that as difficult as perhaps those last 15, 16 years since 2008 were, you're in a much better place because of it. Even if you're not quite, once again, they keep saying the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Even if you're not to your destination yet, even if you haven't quite manifested everything that you are wanting to manifest in your life, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? You're kind of like, okay, I'm getting close after a very long time of just having to focus on putting one foot in front of the other, right? And every once in a while, maybe looking up and saying, okay, how much progress have I made? It's all of a sudden you're recognizing, whoa, wait a minute, there's the finish line. I don't have that much farther to go. Imagine how much energy that gives you because you have the 10 of Cups here. You can see that your destination is within sight. And if you can't see it, we have an energy card. It's like you can feel it, right? You can energetically feel that the destination is close at hand. When I was in high school, this is so interesting. I haven't even thought about this in literally almost 100 years, it seems like. When I was in high school, I did one of those March of Dimes walks, a fundraiser. And I think it was like 20 miles or 26 miles that you walked in one day. And then people, donated money for every mile that you walked. And it was for a good cause. And I did it with some friends, and it was difficult. It was difficult, I'll have to admit. But it was kind of like, I remember getting say it was 20 miles. Let's say it was 20 miles. I remember getting to like mile 18, right? And they had a sign, mile 18, and recognizing, oh my gosh, like I only have 2 more miles to go. If I walk another 30 or 40 minutes, I'm going to be done here, right? And it was kind of like we all got energized. It was that energy of even not being able to see the finish line at 18 miles, right? It's still 2 more miles, but the energy of knowing we are getting very close. All of a sudden we picked up the pace. We were like, yeah, I can't wait. It wasn't like we wanted it to be over, but it is the energy of really kind of like, understanding you are really close to something that you have been wanting to manifest with the 10 of Cups, right? Understanding you're so super close. And so part of this journey has been to understand that it's time to surrender. That is how you are going to get in the flow, to get back into your heart space, to get excited, to know my heart is really close to manifesting, to bringing in what it is that I have been desiring, right? There's been a lot of things that you have had to clean out. There have been times where you have had to take action when you weren't really sure you were going to receive back from the universe the efforts, right, that you were putting into something. Yeah, it's kind of like the 5 of Swords. You could have doubted yourself at times. You could have even doubted the universe. You could have, allowed yourself to get into that dark space. But all of a sudden, it's kind of like you're understanding, okay, why, oh my goodness, you have the Y card, why you had to go through this difficult transit. It's kind of like you're understanding. It's understanding that when we go through something that is really difficult, it really does bring us a stronger sense of having pride in who we are and what we can accomplish. Gives us a stronger sense of being able to be courageous and taking action as we move forward. Not because we have to, we're forced to, but because we want to. That is really the difference between being brave and being courageous. Brave is being forced, right, into a situation. And that could have happened during, this last 15 years where you were forced into a situation where you had to dig deep. You had to go deep within yourself to find that resilience, that bravery, that perseverance to continue on a path when you weren't really sure if you could really reach it or not, just taking one step at a time. Now you're stepping into an energy of understanding, if I could do that, right? If I can get through this difficult transit that you have been through, it's kind of like I can do anything. I don't have to wait until my back is pushed up against the wall, but instead I can allow myself to be courageous to go after what I want. Because you're recognizing you can create what you want when you're forced to. You can dig deep. And Capricorn, you're such a hard worker, right? It's allowing yourself to recognize you can allow yourself to take those steps to move forward in the direction that you want to. This is actually helping you to understand that you are the Phoenix rising, that no matter what happens, okay, you will come back from it, right? And because of that, Page of Pentacles, because you're learning that you can come back from anything, you're now going to have the courage to face your fears about expanding in your life in areas that maybe you have been holding yourself back because you've been afraid you'd fail. Now you're understanding, wait a minute, I just went through this terrible, difficult transit. If I could get through that, I can do anything. It's a little bit like when I did that March of Dimes walk, right? I was kind of like, if I could walk 20 miles in a day, I can do anything, right? I remember for weeks, for months, I kept going back to that. If I could get through that, literally physical pain and exhaustion, right? Then I can get through anything. Understanding that when we go through those difficult times, it gives us a new perspective of ourselves, of understanding now that you don't have to wait until your back is up against the wall in order to take courage, in order to move forward, to have the courage to move forward, right? In order to dig deep. You can dig deep whenever you want to. You can always have the courage to expand in your life. And here you have the acceptance card. This is your outcome. Acceptance of what has occurred, right? Because you're recognizing that it is actually been a gift to help you to expand. Look at her arms. They're out to the side, right? Understanding now you can expand in any area of your life, especially in love, right? Because it's kind of like you're not fearing failure anymore because you've been at rock bottom. You've come back from rock bottom and now you can allow yourself to expand. Yeah, this is no longer surviving. This is stepping into the energy of truly thriving, of asking yourself, what would I like to expand in my life? What does my heart truly desire? And your heart no longer desires just to survive. Your heart wants to live. Your heart wants to experience joy. Your heart wants to experience love, passion for things that you would like to do, passion for experiences you would like to have. Understanding this is the new direction for you. You have the new life. Understanding you're stepping into a brand new world. Wow, powerful. All right, let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Capricorn, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? That is what I think that you are you have had to work through. In the past, your emotions of fear, right? Or not being good enough, or not deserving what your heart truly desires, right? Those emotions may have actually kind of like, taken over your ability to be courageous and to expand in your life. This is the energy where you have gone through something difficult. And now you're understanding, I don't have to wait till I hit rock bottom. I don't have to wait until I'm in an energy of resilience, right? Of having to overcome something. I can allow myself to expand in my life because now I know, no matter what, I can come back, right? Phoenix rising. I can rise from the ashes. Okay, how do you feel your day? Stress or joy, trust or anger, anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Yes, and I feel like that's what you're understanding. Why wait until you're forced, right, to take action? This is you understanding there's more joy that you want in your life. So it's about being courageous enough to allow yourself to put more joy into your life, to figure out what does bring you joy. You're no longer surviving, you're wanting to thrive. And therefore, it's kind of like understanding you want more joy in your life. It's your job now, right, to figure out what brings you joy. And then allowing yourself to be courageous enough to carve out the time and energy to put towards those things that bring you joy, because then you will attract in even more joy. Things will be in the flow for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.